I love Christmas. I love the food, the events, the presents, the music, the decorations, the Christmas trees, the smells, the church services, all of it. And of course on this channel we also love prayer, especially encouraging Christian families to pray confidently and creatively. So of course we really love it when we can combine those two things together, which is exactly what we're going to do in this video, as we have 5 different Christmas prayer ideas that you can try out as a family this Christmas. And do keep watching till the end to see my favourite of these prayer ideas, which happens to involve some penguins. But first, our first idea is to do a prayer tree. And this is actually an idea that we're trying out at our Christmas tree festival this year, which is an event our church puts on at Christmas, where different groups can create and decorate a Christmas tree, and then you can go along and vote for your favourites and see all of the different trees that have been decorated in different ways. And for our tree, we wanted to make it into a prayer tree, an opportunity for people to pray. But I think this is also a great idea for you to try in your home as a family. So basically all you need is to decorate your tree however you would like, but just make sure there's enough space to add some extra decorations. And then those extra decorations can be prayers. Then throughout the Christmas season, you can add your prayers on little gift tags that you can then hang on the tree. Or what we're going to do is cut out old Christmas cards and add a bit of string to them, and then people can write their prayers on that tag and hang it in the tree. And this could be prayers that you add on a daily basis, or just every now and again when you want to pray for something, add it to your prayer tree. Our next idea is to write letters to Jesus. So at Christmas we write quite a few different kinds of letters. We write letters to Santa with a list of things that we want for Christmas. And we also might write thank you letters after Christmas, saying thank you to all the people who have given us gifts. So why don't we combine those two ideas, but instead write our prayers as letters to Jesus. Take that time to write to him and write about the things that we want. Not just for ourselves, although it could include things that we want for ourselves in our lives, but also for other people that we know and for the wider world. What are the things that we want to see happen? And our letter can also include those thank yous. Thank you for things that we already have. Thank you for the people in our lives, and thank you for things that are happening. You could do these as 2 different letters or combine them into one letter to Jesus. Personally, I really love writing down my prayers, so doing this I think is really fun and a really creative way of thinking about how we pray. Our next idea is to do an end of the year recap. So the end of the year is a great opportunity for us to look back at the year that's just passed and think about the things that we want to pray for, the things we want to say thank you for, the situations that we still want to pray over, the people that have come into our lives that we want to pray for. And you could do this by looking back through a diary or your calendar, or through photos on your phone or a photo album if you've printed off photos, and look back at all the things that have happened throughout the year that maybe you've even forgot about some of them. And this links quite nicely to a prayer idea that I've shared in some previous videos, which is to do a yearly prayer capsule, where you put your prayers for the year in a container and then save that for this time next year and see how God has answered those prayers. So if you did this last year, this would be a really good opportunity to open up that box and look at those prayers that you prayed at the end of last year. What were your prayers for this year? And you can look at those and see if God has answered them, or see if God has answered them in ways that you never expected, and then pray in response to those, as well as thinking about what are your prayers going to be for this next year, and could you do that prayer capsule again? I love this kind of end of the year time of looking back at the year behind us and the year ahead, and combining that with prayer as a family can be a really great idea. Our next idea is to explore the Christmas story together. Now this is something that I think works really well to do throughout Advent in that lead up to Christmas. And even though we're well into December now, it's not too late to start doing this in some way. We have an Advent calendar that opens up, and each day you add different characters into the nativity scene and you build that story. And if you have an Advent calendar like this, you could explore the different parts of the story each day. Or you could use an Advent Bible reading plan where you explore the Christmas story, part of it each day. I actually made one of these a few years ago, which I'll link down in the description, that you could use. And you could always double up the reading, so you do a couple of them each day, so that you can cover the whole Christmas story before Christmas. But just take the time to explore the story prayerfully. You could do this using a particular method like Lectio Divina. If you're not sure what that is, I will link a video down in the description which will lead you through how to do that. Or you could simply just read the passage together, read part of the story together, and discuss it, discuss what it means, discuss what you think are particularly interesting or unusual parts of the story, and then pray over it together. I think doing this as a family allows lots of different ideas to come out and for us to think of different things, because when we read the Bible, lots of us will see different things in it and it will make us think in different ways. And this next idea is probably my favourite idea, and this is praying with your penguin. And this idea is a kind of spin-off of Elf on the Shelf, but instead of an elf doing naughty things around the house, it's a penguin, of course, who goes out and encourages you to pray in different ways. So if this is an idea that you wanted to do with your family, there are a couple of different ways that you could do it. You could either hide or position the penguin in different places around your house, ready for the rest of your family to come and find in the morning. Or you could take your penguin outside and take some different photos of the penguin in different places around your community or around your local area, and then use those photos each day. Or you could go out as a family and choose where you're going to put your penguin that day, and then use that place or that photo or that idea of where you've put that penguin and allow that to inspire your prayers for that day. Maybe you've taken your penguin to your local church and you're going to pray over your local church. Maybe your penguin is hiding in one of your beds and you're going to pray for rest and peaceful night's sleep. There are so many different things that you could do with this idea, and I will link a blog post down in the description explaining a bit more about this idea and sharing some more ideas of how you could do it. So do check that out if you'd like to try this out with your family. So those are just a few of our Christmassy prayer ideas. Do let us know down in the comments, how do you pray as a family? Or which of these ideas would you like to try out for yourself? We do hope you've enjoyed this video and found some fun and interesting ideas that perhaps you could try with your family. If you have, do give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos from me and Arnold. We share lots of different prayer ideas, particularly for families, and we'd love for you to join us. And if you're feeling stressed about how to fit prayer into your busy day, particularly around Christmas, do check out this video full of prayer tips for busy people. But for now, Merry Christmas and see you again soon for a new video. Bye!